Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
By the way, speaking of bullying, so Trump just continues to bully Canada, and Justin Trudeau, you retweeted, Trump weighs in on the resignation of Canada's finance minister, Chrystia Freeland, amid his threats to impose tariffs, continues to refer to Prime Minister Trudeau as governor. And you just retweeted Jim Sciutto, who said Canada fought alongside the U.S. in World War II, the Korean War, Afghanistan post 9/11. In Afghanistan, they did some of the hardest frontline duty of any U.S. ally, suffered more than 150 killed in action. The antagonizing of a neighbor and longtime treaty partner makes little sense historically. Nothing Trump does makes any sense, right? Keeps talking about making them the 51st state and then, insulting them.
This is gonna play out badly for him. I mean, this is all fun and games. I mean, next thing you know, he's going to be quoting, singing South Park's "Blame Canada" song. But he just does not understand some things. If you're like me, you guys live in a rural area. The one place that you're at once or twice a day is Lowe's or Home Depot. And I don't know if you remember the great lumber crisis of 2 years ago, where lumber in the United States almost doubled to do anything. Housing construction costs skyrocketed. Canada is the #1 importer of lumber in America. This is where we get all of our lumber. Yep. So if you want to see all of your prices go up 100%, or 25%, or whatever.
And he deports half the construction workforce in the United States. Yeah.
Half the construction workforce is Latino immigrants.
Yeah.
Into this country.
Listen to, just on this subject, Canadian MP Charlie Angus.
We're not going to be slapped around like this. I think there's a tradition in Canada of not wanting to be openly confrontive, which is fair. I think that's who we are. Yep. But Donald Trump's a different kind of animal. He's playing for the rage algorithms. And I don't think we should allow him that free reign. So for me, it was really simple. Standing up and saying, no, we're going to have tough negotiations, fair play. But this kind of dismissive, idiotic behavior, I mean, he's a juvenile.
And this one, hang on.
And I invite Donald Trump. Come up anytime in the winter, Donald. Try and drive our roads. Try and win an argument with any woman in Canada. Try and take us on anything where we are very comfortable at. We're pretty tough and resilient people.
All right. And they're probably smart enough not to let us run to Canada when Trump starts. Here's our Forming the New American Resistance by Malcolm Nance. You say it's time to organize a new model American resistance movement that is aggressive and persistent. We need a recognizable resistance that will represent the disenfranchised, frustrated, unmotivated voter base that just got its legs kicked out from under them. But let's get something straight. The job of my new model of resistance is not to run massive protests and mobilize millions to hit the streets so Antifa can cause riots and Trump will suspend the laws to crush us. We must harness the rules of psychological warfare, strike Trump in a way to cause personal psychic injury. Our tactics must be deep enough to escape notice till the moment they happen and then have the news media driving impact. Tell us more. This is very long manifesto. I could not get to all of it. Give us our marching orders.
You should have seen it. It was 4,000 words at one point. I've turned it into 3 separate subsects. You guys have been asking me over the last month on Substack and Twitter and Blue Sky, have been asking me, what can we do? This is the first step that we have to take to do something. And the first step is, Mark Elias made a brilliant article post about how we need to form an opposition. An opposition is the political party, a new news media, all of these things, which takes time to organize. In between that, a new resistance model is you learning to carry out simultaneous, what I call FAFO, right? Which stands for...
Yes. Around and find out.
No, it stands for focused action with focused objectives.
Oh, all right.
And as a matter of fact, I think we should form a political action committee called the FAFO PAC, where we organize the resistance to help individuals, all of you, have guidance on what you want to do. And I propose 3 FAFO actions during Inauguration Week.
Okay.
You want to hear them?
Yep. Yes, please.
What we want to do is everyone carry out one act of resistance simultaneously. All of us, the 74 million people that voted against Donald Trump. Number 1, we're going to do a news media blackout of the inauguration for 100 hours. From 8 a.m. Monday till 8 a.m. Saturday, go read a book, go ride a bike, go play with your family. Do not engage, watch, participate in the inauguration.
Yes.
Look, it's a disaster anyway. Why do we have to take part in that?
I have an alternative suggestion. Saturday, January 18th is Sexy Liberal DC. Go see that at the Warner Theater or buy a pay-per-view ticket as your act of resistance. SexyLiberal.com. And then I'm going to be out of there Sunday morning first thing.
I literally looked at the calendar to make sure that this wouldn't conflict with the Sexy Liberal show
Thank
on
you.
the 18th,
Yes.
which you had pre-scheduled.
No, and we will be back on the air here Inauguration Day.
Yep.
Watch us. Don't watch the
watch
coverage.
you, not watch them. And this is what we want. We want to show a tangible absence from the inauguration week. So why do we have to participate in this regime's change and takeover and the destruction of American democracy?
Yeah.
The second one is, you guys might have noticed that people have been asking, do I delete my Twitter account? And I've been telling people, no, don't delete Twitter. Go on Blue Sky until a focused time. That focused time is 12 noon on the 20th of January, the great Twitter blackout. If you don't have an account that's associated with your personal name or your brand, delete it at 12 noon on that day, because you know where Elon Musk will be. He'll be holding the Bible for Donald Trump on the steps of the Capitol. And the third one, of course, is to use some very clever alternative protests, including buying tickets or getting tickets for the inauguration from your representatives, and then don't show up.
I like it.
No, we're going to protest with our absence, not give them a reason to use tear gas against us.
And Malcolm, let me just say, because we wanted to clarify, because Allison Gill was just on last week, people that have like prominent accounts, like her, I'm still posting on Twitter. I will stop posting on January 20th, but we're going to keep our account so that no one can take Stephanie Miller or Allison Gill and start posting as us. So I'm going to stop posting, but on January 20th, so I can do your marching orders. But if you can, just delete your account.
Into the blackout. And some people like Allison Gill, JoJo from Jersey, they're all going to be staying there and want to be in the face of MAGA. Great, let them. But if the 25 million people that went to Blue Sky suddenly deleted their Twitter accounts, the financial and social impact will be amazing. It will also be one of the stories you can read the following Saturday after the news blackout.
Right. Okay.
And the final one is those alternative protests, like the Imperial March Gazoo.
The more immature, the better. The more immature the act of resistance, the more I'm down with it.
So these are the things that we can do right now. 3 focused actions with focused objectives that will have impact. If enough of us do them simultaneously, the news media will go, oh my God, the liberals seem to be, the progressives, never Trumpers, all seem to be organized in their participatory actions with the administration.
Yep.
We're going to do the Dan Savage school here, which is we're going to show you our displeasure with our absence, and we're not going to play your game.
Yep. Now, if you want, we've linked to read Malcolm's whole piece, Forming the New American Resistance, because you are part of it. Whoever can hear the sound of my voice right now.
Correct.
So we've go to read Malcolm's
and
Substack.
subscribe to his Substack.
Yeah.
That really helps Malcolm out.
Yep. All right. Love you, Malcolm Nance.
Oh, hi. I just finished, I'm going to say, an 11 billion mile bike ride. And thank God I happen to have this magic potion with me, ASEA, as seen on the Stephanie Miller Show. It helps my cells communicate better so that I can heal faster from overdoing because I'm lying about my age. I also use it on my face.